Okay everybody, welcome back. It's Matt from Tube Noobs TV here, and we're continuing where we left off from last time in Game of Thrones, the Telltale game series. On our way back to Ironrath, we encountered a bunch of pigs and literally some guys who are fucking assholes, could be described as pigs, and they butchered our family, which obviously we weren't gonna stand for. No, the strong Garrett Tuttle doesn't stand for that shit. So we took them on, killed as many as we could, but a man with the most ridiculous bowl cut ever sadly got away. We then travelled to Ironrath and told the stories we had to tell from our dangerous encounters, and then we played as the new Lord of House Forrester, Ethan, where Lord Whitehall, our rival, came bursting through the door like a pig on its period. I'm gonna go with that. And demanded justice, which we couldn't give him because we had sent Garrett to the wall, where I'm sure he'll freeze his balls off and probably get stabbed by his comrades, but that's a story for another day. So basically where we left off is we are travelling to King's Landing to see Mira of House Forrester, who is Ethan's older sister. Let's go.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Margery Tyrell's favour, and Lady Margery's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be.
Okay. This character is probably my favourite character of the whole game. She is one badass girl. Not to mention she's, as far as games go, and oh my god, David, Natalie's gonna rip the piss out of me for this, but as far as games go, she
Asher
is
sent me this coin to remember
one good looking lass. I've actually named
place,
one of my characters in World of Warcraft after her. That's what I play that too. I'm such a nerd.
Ethan made this for me.
Yeah, this girl is pretty cool. Wait and you'll see. You'll love her as much as I do. That's right, bae. Lady Mira, I love you.
It was very kind of Lady Margery to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
So yeah, in case you haven't gathered, or I've obviously refused to explain it, Lady Mira is the handmaiden of Margery Tyrell, another cool character, and as I say, Natalie Dormer is oh so smoking hot. We love Natalie Dormer.
Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrike.
And she looks like maybe in her
from
mid-20s, and she's like 30 odd, or 30 or something. She looks very good for her age.
Someday.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Margery to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
So I'm assuming, well, I say assuming I know, that we're going to have to try and help out our family from King's Landing politically. It's just how the politics come into Game of Thrones, which is what I enjoy most about the show, if I'm honest, and it's what I enjoy most about this game, which is why I love this character so much, amongst many other reasons. Jesus Christ, just go to the door. She may be pretty, but she's a little bit of a bimbo. He's a scruffy twat.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Stare of death.
No, it's
I will
fine.
let him in.
Come in.
Banter. Okay, so basically we've got like a servant,
Pardon,
even
milady,
though we're
but
kind of a
Are you
servant.
alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather
We've got to do
upset.
this coyly.
It's private.
Don't give
I'd
away
rather
anything in
not say.
King's Landing, else
Of
it'll come
course,
back to
milady.
bite you
I
in
didn't
your
mean to
ass.
pry.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Margery will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
I mean, I see this girl's a bimbo. She's actually really
work for
smart.
Lady
Some of the
Margery?
things she gets up to. Jesus, this guy with all his questions.
But it seems like you do.
Perhaps you should
Don't
come
give
back
away
later.
anything.
Of course, milady.
Or she came off kind of bitchy there. I'm sorry. She's not a bitch. Trust me. She can't be catty though. Oh look, it's Natalie Dormer.
Lady Margery, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
It's so good how they actually get the proper voice actors for this. Well, let's see voice actors. The actors and actresses that do
From
Game
the
of
day
Thrones
you
are
arrived
actually
in
voice some of the
Highgarden,
characters
I
here.
thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Cheers, love.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning.
Cheers.
outside
I'm
the
sorry I'm
wall
such an
set.
inconvenience for you.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
Cheeky bitch.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's
classic
waiting for us
Cersei.
now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask
Didn't hear
this of
the
you if
gorgeous,
it were not important.
fucking
I
Cersei,
cannot
bitch.
afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I cannot apologize, my lady. I'm not a traitor.
I know
That's
you,
right, Mira. You tell her.
but you must find a way to appease her. Humor
Fucking
her.
great.
Tell her what she wants to hear.
Fine.
See if
God.
the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Margery says it must be gospel. I feel sorry for this girl though. She's like our servant or some shit. What are you looking at? I know I'm gorgeous. So fabulous. Fabulous.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Fine. Political. Get my political cap on.
Good luck.
Sounds like I'm gonna need it. Oh, look, it's Tyrion. Hey man, how's it going?
You can do this.
You looked a lot scruffy the last time I saw you. If you're not in the box, like, pushing out your own shit, then you're throwing up a bunch of wine.
Lady Margery. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
a.k.a. Bay. Better do what she
Your
wants.
Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your
Cheeky,
family
cheeky.
loyal to the king?
Perhaps
Yeah,
you should
we love
ask
the king.
new Lord Forrester.
Joffrey, yeah, definitely.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
Joffrey's such a standout
yet-
guy.
For centuries,
Definitely
the Forresters
doesn't
have
kill
been loyal
whores with a
bannermen
crossbow.
to House Stark. A
Definitely
house of
doesn't torment
traitors.
animals or... I don't know, what else did he do? Torment his girls? I don't know.
Yes, Your Grace.
Just be a right
They are
first-class
traitors.
asshole.
The Starks were your liege
God, I missed
lord,
Joffrey
yet
on the
you
show.
name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king
Better
would
pay
expect
attention to
from
this.
you,
Gotta
if
focus.
you have any loyalty at all.
I just
Is
told
your
you we love the
house
king, yeah?
willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a
Okay.
remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Come on, Tyrion, don't be a dick.
Old
be a good
allegiances
guy.
are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm
Don't think it's
told
gonna
there
help
are
him, to be
others who
honest.
would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
Your Grace.
Putting up some
It would be a
deals.
shame to see it fall into the hands
Making
of another
that dollar.
house. I imagine you'd do
I
almost
suppose it's called
anything
gold
to
in this.
prevent that from happening.
Golden dragons, I think that's what they're called.
Ask any Lannister.
Showing
and
off
they'd do whatever
golden
was
dragons,
necessary
silver
to save
stags.
Casterly Rock.
Don't know what the copper one
It would
is.
be unfortunate to see another
Tell me in the
house
comments
lay claim to
below.
what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace.
Yeah, anything you
I would
want.
do anything.
Wipe your ass too if you want.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
You don't know, she's pretty badass.
It raises an interesting
Bet she
question.
could. She'll
I
take
suppose.
everybody. She'll take
Can
everybody
we
out.
truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Margery here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If
Tricky,
there's a point
tricky,
to
tricky
this,
questions.
I hope you find it quickly.
Tyrion's bored, he wants to go find his horse.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within
You're like a
their
half-decent
hearts.
YouTuber. Difficult shit.
You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Margery. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Have a
Let the
dance
girl
off.
answer the question.
King.
I would be true
We love
to
the king.
Your Grace.
Said that. Joffrey's such
Well
a
said. I was beginning
swaggerlicious
to worry you
dude.
didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Ah, you know nothing, Lord
My
Tyrion.
sense is this girl will say almost anything to
I
get
love
what
this
she
girl.
wants, which is not very encouraging.
Oh, come on, be nice. I did everything you wanted me to
I'd
say.
like a word
God,
with
you're meant to
you,
be
if I
dumb.
may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I tried, Lady Margery. Don't give me that look. Tyrion?
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise.
You're
but
not
I met
getting
your
anywhere
father
near me.
once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even
Everybody
then, he
knows
didn't
everybody's
trust you
father in
with
this.
We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
Yeah, just don't say anything
No
there.
doubt Lady Margery will forgive you. Eventually.
As much as we love Tyrion, he likes
My
to ask a
sister
lot of
and I
questions and get in
have
people's
our
heads.
differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I
Yeah,
take mine in
she
enforcing
wanted
them.
to cut off your
We
head,
must
but that's
find
just
our
something.
amusements
That's just
where we
family
can.
banter, isn't it?
She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margery might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
I can take him. Get on the boxing gloves.
Are you willing to risk that?
Yeah, it's banter, isn't it?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse
From
me,
the
I
north.
promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Was it anything like
3
freaking Britain?
beautiful bottles of Dornish wine.
Then-
await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
People in the north fight over a freaking
Nothing
doner
would make
kebab.
Cersei happier.
Very scruffy
Until
people.
then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
It seems like I've been here for a while. I wouldn't say I'm uninitiated. Definitely broke my King's Landing cherry. It's got nice
Mira,
rooms.
I was worried.
Somebody hooked me up with them.
How was it?
It's not too bad for a handmaiden, is
Cersei
it?
has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
You don't say.
Lady Margery has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's
Naughty,
true.
naughty. Aye, aye.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm
Yeah,
told
he would
you
just
have
fuck you and
power.
chuck you.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady
This is a
Margery
right
can
dirty
make the
little
right
bitch, isn't she?
introductions. Who knows?
Naughty,
we
naughty.
might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king,
Such a cliche
I can
thing.
only imagine what that would be like.
Not very good if it's
Would you
Joffrey.
marry Joffrey
Let's be honest.
if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Margery well.
I don't want to be queen no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him.
Nah, doing a good
Imagine
dry.
the power you would have as queen of the
God.
7 kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Thanks. I don't think you're ever
Let's
becoming queen, love.
see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match!
Don't be catty.
Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
We've been
Well,
caught.
Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
It's like the start of a very dodgy
This
porno.
is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always
Mate, look
someone
at your
to
room.
please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get
It's
worse.
like a
when I am
10-star
queen.
hotel if there was
Once
such a
they know
thing.
your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Just like me.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do
I'm
appreciate
sure it'll be fine,
your
right?
willingness to appease her, as difficult
Right?
as it may have been.
No?
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Okay.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Ooh. Never asked
Whatever
that
you
of a
wish to say,
freaking
you can say it in front of
high
Sarah.
lady.
There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Okay, she can stay. Fuck it, why not? It's probably gonna come back and bite me in the ass, but she looks innocent enough, but she does blab a lot.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me,
Friesen,
my lady.
yeah?
I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She
No
thought
shit.
If a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is
Okay.
no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise.
Literally,
But
just
my mother
write a
has left
letter
me no
saying,
choice.
don't fuck
She
about.
insisted.
It's not difficult.
Joffrey knows
It's
only
not like you're
too
going into
well
battle.
your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me
So
ask
did
you
a
to
lot of people. So did
intervene.
the fucking Boltons.
Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Margery, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
The power of tits.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath
And
within
do
a
eyes.
week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
No kiss.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
And that will do us there for this episode. You got to see my favourite character in action here. She still has some very, very cool things to come, I can promise you that. Next time, we're going to see Garrett's journey to the wall, or at least the start of it. And we're going to see what type of lord Ethan will be. Okay, we'll hang out next time. Bye!